Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. I love you. I do this all I love. I love you. You give yourself a round of applause because I do this out of love. Because I love you. The topic today is called marriage. And this is a universal thing. This is a universal thing. This is how all people should be done. But we are the ones that do not follow it. What I call what the Bible called, or I call you so-called Negro. We call you so-called Negro because you don't know who you are. But you are the children of Israel. You are the real Jew. There's only 3 Jews. Even though it's 12 tribes, only 3 of you are Jews, which is the so-called Negro, where Jesus Christ come from. And you got the Benjamin, which is West India, Haiti, and you got Haiti, which is Levi. And West India consists of Jamaica, all the other little small countries over there, a small island. It's all part of it. We are the original Jews. There's only 3 Jews out of 12, so don't let you think everybody is a Jew out of 12 tribes of Israel. But we are the Jews. Only 3 Jews out of 12 tribes. We are the original Jews. First off, I want to get off with something. I'm going to get into marriage because the lesson probably be a little long, but I don't care because the word got to get out. Now, everybody here, I like Kevin Solomon because some of his stuff is reality. It happened. I read the Bible. I study this Bible, and what he says come out of it. He probably don't know, but it sounds like he got a little kind of Christian background in him. I hear him quote scriptures to the Christian women about being a Christian. So I'm not saying I say so-called Christian because there's only a certain limit that a Christian have. But if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you got the knowledge of God giving it to you. Because Hebrew Israelite understand the knowledge. I ain't saying they don't sin, but they understand the knowledge of the Bible, not Christianity. Christianity is what they give you during slavery. They took the Bible down and broke it down and picked out what they wanted to pick out and taught you what they wanted to taught you out of content, not knowing that the Bible is precept on precept, line upon line, line upon line. So, but I'm going to get to this right here. I want to get to it quick because it's kind of long and I want to go through it. And I'm going to take my time, so I'm not even going to worry about rushing. I'm going to sit here and take my time. If it's our video, it's our video. If nobody don't look at it, at least I can have me some look at it because really I'm preaching to myself. This right here make me grow. Even though I don't have a lot of followers, but I'm actually preaching to myself and I can see it working. It make me think. It make me do it. It really helps me. So if I don't preach to nobody else, if I don't teach nobody, I'm teaching myself. Now, everybody know a little dirt. And so Kevin Solomon, got to get back to the original story. Kevin Solomon telling women that high value men, which is guys over 6 figures, they consider. We're not talking about right now about your belief and how you act. We're talking about money right now. Money is what we're talking about now. So high value money consists of a person making over 6 figures or making over 6 figures. Well, a little dirt, them of course they making over 6 figures because they're making millions. We making them rich. So this guy, which is a young guy, said, well, Kevin Solomon, get back to Kevin Solomon, was trying to tell women that high value men base women on their body count. They don't want a bunch of women that had be an embarrassment to them. They walking up and down the street and going, and they be everywhere. They go all out of town, all out of other country. They go abroad. They go everywhere. So they don't want a woman on their side that's got a high value count, basically being a whore. So he's been trying to tell these women that, but they've been fussing. Well, this is probably one of the first ones that I see openly said that he chose his wife. He proposed to his wife, India Royale, because of her low body count. So don't you remember that now? This is a rapper. He already got 6 kids. Now he didn't marry the other woman because they probably had a high body count. They were just being whore. His women he just happened to sleep with and had babies from. But he proposed to India Royale because of low body count. So the man not lying, but he just the only first. Kevin Samuel is the only one. Kevin Samuel is the only one that really come out and say it. Most of these men don't say it because they want to sleep with these women and not have to worry about nothing because they got money. So these women after the same kind of man. So they all after this man. So he horn around with them, but he ain't gonna tell them he ain't gonna marry them. They know they don't care as long as they get what they want. They just want the money. And righteousness means, I'm just giving out a few things before I get to it. Righteousness means keep the law. Righteousness is keeping the law. A just man is keeping the law. The law says you can be perfect if you keep the law. So when you got Christians in the church saying that you're not perfect, you can be if you keep the law. The thing is called Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remain no more sacrifice for your sin. Sacrifice when God come back. If I tell you the stuff in the Bible, once you know that, you can't keep doing that sin over and over again. So if you commit to the law, then you could be a perfect man. Job was a perfect man. You got King David was a perfect man. They were just men because they tried to keep the law, and they didn't abuse the law. That's basically what it was saying. So let me get right to it. So it's about marriage. So I did some study, and guess what, people? I told you I love giving y'all information. Guess what I did? I ordered what they call the Black Dictionary. This is a law book for people who go to college. You go spend 8 years to be a lawyer, and here go the book right here. I got this book, and I look up the stuff in what the civil court called, or what the United States of America, what the Constitution called the laws that we follow in this land. So I got this book. This book, if some of you get these books, this is the black one. This $200-$300. But I found it on Amazon for it's used, and I paid about $100. But some of the books, you go 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, if you've been to law school, you know what these books about. So let me get to it. Like I said, this is going to be a learning lesson, and I'm just going to teach you. It's called, this right here is called about marriage. This is the definition of marriage in the United States of America. This is where we live at. We live in the United States of America, so this is where we're going. Just give me a little minute, people, and I'm going to find it. It's a big book. But I love you. And I do this out of love. Yes. And this book will also, this thing here, it hit me. I'm like, wow. Wow. But this is what we need to know. And like I say, a lot of times we don't do this here. We know we don't keep up with this here. We don't like the law. So we don't do the law. Marriage. This is marriage, y'all, for the United States of America. I told this is a book called the Black Law Book. The Black Book, what it's called? The Black Law Definition. A Black Law Dictionary. This is what they use. This is self-edition. This is what they use. This is the most common one they use. But it's so, just imagine this number 7. Look how thick this book here. But I did this for you can understand what's going on with us. This is how they view you. Marriage, the definitions of marriage in the law book, which the court go by, the legal union of a man and a woman as a husband and a wife, not a man and a man and a woman and a woman. This is what they go by. All the other stuff come out is man-made. This is because Congress doesn't change stuff, but this is not original what they wanted. This is the original dictionary for the law. So they don't went in and change all this kind of crazy stuff that's going on. They get that because of pressure. Pressure made them do that. Pressure for the people who do that. Now, our governor passed a bill called the gay bill. Don't say gay, which is right. Why would you want to teach who want to teach their kid, some other stranger teaching their kid about gay? I'm gonna tell you about being gay. You can't have babies. You can't do it the right way. So what you have to do, you have to recruit. So you have to recruit. So all the intentions they got on TV commercials, all the commercials they selling to give you are just regular commercials you see. There's an intent to get you to come in because they have to recruit because they can't make babies. So they have to recruit. So the only way they can do it is the only way you can recruit is do what? I got to keep flooding your mind with this here. So you know it's wrong because God said go out and multiply. But these wicked Christian churches have taught you that it's okay. So even these old crazy Esau know the law. The legal union of a man and a woman as husband and wife. Although the common law regards marriage as a civil contract. Marriage is a civil contract. And they got all kinds of definitions on consensual marriage, common law marriage. They got covenant marriage. I can get into it. I read them all. It's very, very interesting. These are the laws that we have to. I need to get me an office. Boy, I can't wait till I get my office. I'm going to get me one. I'm going to have my office where I can have my stuff because it's so much stuff to give that I can't keep it all in one. I read a lot, so I got books everywhere. So I have to put everything on. I'm in this little, I got a room of 10 by 10. I need to get it. When I get my house built, I'm going to get my office built. I have my office built. I'm going to have it just right for my desk, have my stuff set up and everything. But right now, I'm going to do what God gave me. But check this out, people. The law, marriage is a contract. And in the Bible, I'm going to prove to you that marriage is a contract. Because it deals with money, it deals with silver. The world, inflation is going crazy, people. Your money is not worth anything. I've been buying me pure ounces of gold. I've been buying me pure silver. And I told my daughter, if I die, where is that? Because we head that way where they can take it and melt that money, that silver down, and get money out of it. You get money. I got pure silver, pure gold. See, I'm going to go back to what Dick Gregory said. Once your mind is open, it can never be closed, and you can never give it to nobody. You can't give it away. So that's why my mind open. So I'm trying to get my people to realize it's not about paper money. I'm gonna read something to you before. I told you stuff will be kind of long, so I'm reading it to you as it goes. This is the Revised English Bible. It's plainly and simple. But please always keep your 1611 King James Bible with the apocrypha in it. Because I can go back because they will change some stuff if you're not careful with the wording. But I can decipher the word because I studied the King James first. So you study the King James first before you do anything. Then you can use these Bibles and they kind of help break down the word. This is Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha. I have the Apocrypha. I've been telling you about the Apocrypha. This is what the Roman Catholic Church took out of it. What it means is hidden. The word Apocrypha means hidden. You done seen the movie with the X-Men called Apocrypha means hidden. This is it. You can buy it for $9, $10. So you spend your money on just, so buy some books and enhance your knowledge. So let me read Ecclesiasticus 42, 9 through 14. Check this out. This is how a man should be treating his daughter, because this is where they come to that body count and how women are coming having babies before they are married. How it is an embarrassment for a woman to have a baby and be staying in her father's house. It's an embarrassment on the man. See, and this is how the Bible used to do it. It used to be embarrassment. So if I get into, I can tell you that it wasn't a masculine conception with Mary. Mary had went out there and slept with Joseph before she got married. That's why it was an embarrassment to her. That's why it's an embarrassment to you today. The church won't break the Bible down and tell you. It was an embarrassment. That's why he hid her. He didn't know where to keep her from her shame. Why would he hide her to keep her away from her shame unless she did something that was shameful? Ecclesiasticus 42:9. A daughter is her secret anxiety to her father. Man, you never. My daughter wanted to color. When I drove it, I delivered that stuff up there. And man, I knew how college life was. Because dude, I don't care whether you're in college or in the street, the dude's the same. And all of them want your daughter. So there's anxiety to a man right now and there. A man is anxiety. Every time he wake up and sleep, you can't think. You think about his baby. And worry about her keeping him awake at night. There you go. You know you can't sleep at night worrying about your daughter. Come on, man. When she is young, for fear she may grow too old to marry. T-O-O. She might, when she's young, you're afraid that she might grow too old to marry because she might never get married because of embarrassment and shame. This get down to this body count. A man might not never marry because once you get over to a certain age, nobody want to marry because the main thing he want to have a baby. And then a man don't want no woman that's been shameful, and everywhere he go, everybody know who she is. He don't want that. This is how great God is. It was thunder and lightning, all that this morning. Look at the sun God brought out. God is a glorious God, people. Too old to marry, and when she is married, for the fear her husband may divorce her. Why? Because when she is a virgin, for the fear she may be seduced. Because what most back then, even now, that's why Kevin Selman keep trying to tell you that men don't want no used, abused woman. Her body been all these body counts. This is a DNA thing, people. This is a DNA thing that's in your body. That why men act the way they act. They don't know it. They don't know that. They don't know why they are acting the way they're acting because it's in their DNA. You don't want a woman with a bunch of body counts on them. And become pregnant and her father, it's an embarrassment to be pregnant. That's what he's ashamed of. He's saying that she's gonna be a virgin, somebody gonna come up to him and she's gonna start having sex and have a baby. And still saying how she was embarrassed. Nobody don't want to marry her. Men do not want to marry women with a bunch of babies. This is in the Bible. This man is telling you the truth, whether you won't believe it or not. He's telling you the truth. And when she has a husband, for the fear she may prove unfaithful. And after marriage, for the fear she may be barren. She may not have no babies. You got married women, and women don't tell you that she can't have no baby. A man main goal, God goes in to go multiply. That's why it's out there. That's why there's no such thing as no gay people. That's why God gave you grace and mercy. Because back then they were stoned. 2 or 3 people came and witnessed and say he gay, they were stoned there. So that's why God came here for grace and mercy. So now you got a chance until you die, you got a chance. When she has a husband, for the fear she may be proved unfaithful. And after marriage, for the fear she may be barren. That means won't be able to have no baby. Keep close watch over a headstrong daughter. You got a headstrong daughter with a big mouth. Ezekiel 16:44. As the mother, the daughter. If your wife is a headstrong, bullhead woman, your daughter will be. In most cases. Or she may give your enemy cause to go. They're gonna say, oh, look at her. He thought the daughter was pure. Look how ratchet she is. She mad. She been sleeping and having sex. Now she in his house and pregnant. It's an embarrassment. It's still an embarrassment. Nothing has changed. It's still an embarrassment. Making you the talk of the town. Bywords among the people. Shaming you in the eyes of the world. It's a shame because when your daughter pregnant and unmarried, living in your house, it's an embarrassment to the man. It's an embarrassment to the man. And the world sees it. Get her a bedroom without windows. That means don't be giving her all this liberty. A room that does not overlook the entrance. Don't give her a room that she up top on the 3rd floor where she can look over. Basically, this is watch your daughter. Let her room be next to your room. Watch her. And she won't be embarrassed to you and won't be embarrassed to the man she's going to marry. Do not let her display her beauty to any man. Don't be wearing all them tight clothes, wearing all this makeup at a young age, wearing all this stuff to entice a man. These men enticed, so they try to get her because she's a virgin. And you know, this is true thing. Or sit gospeling in the woman's quarter. Don't let her be around these women. These old wicked old women you got teaching these girls to go ahead and live your best life. You got these churches too telling the woman to live her best life, and then she getting pregnant. And having all these babies before she even get married. For out of the clothes come moth. Out of your clothes come moth. That you know what moth is? Old mildew stuff. That's a bug. And out of woman comes woman's wickedness. The same way moth come out of her clothes, a woman's wickedness come out of her. She got wickedness built in her because she was the first transgression. Adam committed sin. He transgressed. The woman made him transgress. So God said, guess what? You made my man transgress. I'll make you have sorrow. You should have a baby. You should have want of your man. It is a woman who brings shame and disgrace. I'm just telling you. It's a woman who brings shame and disgrace. Not a man. Not a man. It's a woman who brings disgrace. That's what the setup unto this. This is all this coming out of the Bible. All this God's word coming out of the Bible. The church has never broken down and give it to you like this. I'm giving it to you just as the Lord said. It is a shame to have a child live in your father's house. It's a shame for you to be pregnant, live in your father's house, little woman. But where's the mother that teach the daughter this? Ezekiel 16:44. As the mother is the daughter. If that woman, if her mama had a baby living with her father, which nowadays, that's what's happening. So they teaching their daughter to be the same way. It is a shame to have a child living in your father's house. Ecclesiasticus 42:10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren. I just read that to you in a simple form. It's an embarrassment to be pregnant and have a child in your daughter's house. And having a father, lest she should misbehave. You have a husband, and she already haven't been taught how to be a husband. What you got now, what you see now, these women don't teach these kids how to be husbands. These women, the older women are killing our younger women. The older women are wicked. I go on Tip Top. These women 70 years old, tight dresses showing their body. You can see it in their face that they're old. They done had a rough life. Their body might still be tight, but your face shows your impression. I don't know if they're getting butt lift or whatever they're doing. But it's an embarrassment for an older woman to be 70 and 65 years old, boasting about their age, but living in shame. But society has took it on and said it's okay. 1 Corinthians 7:28. But if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she has not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh. But I spare you, you have trouble when you marry. You will have trouble in your marriage. If I go ahead and read everything into that, it's a lot to it. If you go get Corinthians 1, but what he's saying to it right now is that it's not a shame. But if thou marry, that has not. If you marry, sin is that burning. If you don't marry, you have that lust in your heart. Every time you see a woman, you be laying in your bed and you be wanting a woman, or a woman be wanting a man. And if a virgin marriage, she has not. If you're a virgin, and you have not married, it's not a sin either. Because a lot of you ain't gonna get married. I mean, a virgin, this woman probably gonna be a virgin for the rest of her life. But if you go into it, she got to be. This was Paul saying that. Paul said, "I have no word from God on this, but this is what God trusted me to be a righteous man. This is what I say. If you're gonna be a virgin for God, like a nun, so-called, like a nun, you got to keep your trust, and you just giving your life directly to God. But these women ain't doing that. That was for women back then, because a lot of women just gave their life straight to God. They didn't have no man, because then if you go ahead and read the rest of the scriptures on that, it tell you that a woman don't have to worry about trying to please her husband. A man don't have to worry about trying to please the wife, and he don't have to worry about all the world stuff to go along with it. So he got his mind first concentrating on God. But if you go, Paul said, if you can be like me. So everybody can't be a Paul. Man at the head of the wife. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. The man for to rule his house. But these women have taken on the masculine spirit, and churches, Christian churches, have told our women that they can be a boss bitch, or they can be a boss woman. So they got these men things that fight men. When one day when the man wake up and start whooping your ass back, that'll stop. Ephesians 5:22-23. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband as the Lord, as unto the God, as unto the Lord. The same way you go to church, you so-called church and so-called Sabbath every Sunday and worship God, you supposed to worship your husband. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. The same way Christ is the Savior of the body, the man is the Savior of the body. Because guess what? If you got a righteous man, he's going to treat you right. He ain't going to have you out there doing all. He's going to teach you how to eat your body. He's going to teach you how to eat. He's going to teach you how to take care of yourself. A righteous man will. Colossians chapter 3, verse 18-19. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as it is fit in the Lord. Husband, love your wife, and be not bitter against them. The same way God charged the woman, God charged the man. But first, the woman has to be submissive. A man will not be bitter to a woman if she's submissive. I got some school. You say, well, he still go out and cheat because guess what? I'm gonna show you what adultery is, and I'm gonna show you what whoremonger is when we get to it. Just keep listening. Ecclesiastes 26:7. That's in the Apocrypha. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that has hold of her is as though he has a scorpion. An evil wife, you're a scorpion. You try to keep that scorpion bite you. That's how evil a wife is to a man. An evil wife is. You don't want an evil wife. These women today. See, when I talk about this here, I'm not talking about all women. These are everything is subjective. But 51% were in presidency. We're in presidency. So people always say, oh, I didn't do it. We're not talking about you if you're not that person. We're talking about the percentage. That's what he's trying to get you to understand. Ecclesiastes 26:13-15. The grace of a wife delight her husband, and her discretion will flatter his bone. A grace of a wife. A grace of a wife. God give you grace and mercy. Forgive your husband for the small things that he don't do if he ain't beating you, stabbing you, and you think he cheating. But I'm going to break that down to you, but he's really not cheating as long as he's not sleeping with another man's wife. 14. Ecclesiastes 26:13-15. I just read 13, now I'm reading 14. A silence in a loving woman is a gift of the Lord. What men say? They want peace. God know how y'all are going to be. And he talking to Eve, because Eve is the only one that do all this here all day long. You can see them in all on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can see these evil women. And there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A man well instructed. Because guess what? If that man love you, he going to treat you right. He going to instruct your mind. God going to instruct your mind because God worked through him to work through you. I can't Shabazz Ali or Shala Ali. She tried to tell you women, but y'all won't listen to her because y'all, she got the hat on, you don't see it. But she trying to tell you the truth. A shamefaced and faithful woman is double grace. Shamefaced means you care about how you look. You don't go outside and let everybody see your body. You're not butt naked because guess what? I'm telling you, these words help you. Because guess what? If you dress modest and modest apparel, guess what happens? That man don't see your body. He don't just want your goods. Because guess what? A man is a man. Just as the Bible. You keep putting that in that man's face, he gonna get it. But he not gonna marry you. You're gonna be a slut on the side. You're gonna be a woman with a high body count. Just saying. And her continent and her content, mind cannot be valued. That means that her mind is well above other women. Her mind is focused on God. If she focused on God, she focused on you. She know how to treat you. Can't nobody understand that woman mind. That's why you see these women say, I don't understand how they can do that man. Like it was a so-called Mexican woman on there. She said she was taught even how to from age, they were able to walk. They would serve their father, serve their brothers. She said, but she married to a black man, so-called black man, and the so-called black women would tell her, don't do that. He'll get too comfortable. Because that's the way our women in Ezekiel 16:44, as the mother is the father. So you got a mama to teach her daughter how to be a wife. You got a mama to teach her daughter how to be independent. That's how it works. Ecclesiastes 26:23-25. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. God said, guess what? You're a wicked man, I'm going to give you a wicked woman. But a godly woman is given to him that fears the Lord. Men, if you fear God, God going to grace you with a godly woman. But if you're a wicked man, you're going to get a wicked woman. This is the Bible, people. I just want you to understand something. God tried to tell you something, but we're not listening. This is still Ecclesiastes now. I hope y'all follow me. This is still Ecclesiastes. It's Ecclesiastes 26:23-25. I just flipped the page. Now I'm on 24. A dishonest woman's contentment, shame, but an honest woman will reverse her husband. If you're an honest woman, when you say honest, justice, and righteous, what I told you, righteous is keeping the law. You can't be a woman and beat your husband up under and think you're going to change him. You got to be a righteous woman that can change a man's heart. You don't have to have a butt injection. A man see past that. He play with that. You can be a modest woman. You can have just a regular body. But you treat that man good, that man won't go nowhere. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A dog is a bitch. So if you shameless, you'll be counted as, and y'all said God didn't use words. But you got to understand, back then, dog was just like saying bitch today. It's bad. So if you're a shameless woman, God called you a dog, but today they call you a bitch. So you hear this all day. And guess what a woman says? I'm a boss ass bitch. So you call yourself a shameless woman. But she that is shamefaced will fear the God, fear the Lord. If you believe in God, you shamefaced it, you cover yourself up, you fear the Lord. That's what that man wants. That's why you see these men say, I don't want a woman with a high body count. A little boy saying that. But these old 56-year-old women teaching our daughters not. The woman that honors her husband shall be judged wisely of all. But she that dishonor him, and her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. Self-explanatory. Sex. Leviticus 15:16-18. If any man see copulation go upon him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean unto evening. You got to take a bath after sex, man. And every garment, every skin whereon if the seed of copulation shall be washed with water and be unclean. Wash your clothes, man. Wash your garments. You know when you have sex in the bed and everything that goes on with it, take that garment up, put it in the washing machine and wash it. The woman also with whom the man shall lie with seed or copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean. Take a shower. Wash your body out when you leave. When you get through, take a bath, wash your body, take a shower, clean yourself up. Because it keeps bacteria. Because men in your foreskin, you get bacteria. Woman, if you don't go use the bathroom and take care of your body, you're going to get all these bacteria in your body. Corinthians 1 Corinthians 7, chapter 7, verse 3 through 5. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. That means love your wife. Show your wife love. Render unto her wife due. You got to show your wife love. Compassion. Listen to her side of the story. And likewise also show the wife. The wife should show her husband love. You can't be in both y'all that eat at each other. It won't work. The wife has power over her. The wife has not power over her own body, but your husband. You can't be saying, I got a headache. I'm feeling bad. This is your duty of marriage. That's why a lot of men go out and have other wives. Because your body don't belong to you when you marry your husband. You're up under a contract, even by civil law, even by the book, even by the laws of today, you're up under a contract with your husband. And likewise, also the husband has not power over his body, but his wife. A man don't have power over his own body either. He has to, if his wife comes in and say, baby, I want it, he got to give it up. This right here keeps your house, man. But guess what? A man ain't gonna come there and wake you up every. If you doing what you're supposed to do, I promise you, he's not coming in there trying to wake you up in the middle of the night. Because he already getting it. Defraud ye not one another except with consent for a time. That means that don't be holding out sex on your husband. And man, don't be holding out sex on your wife because they're going to go cheat. That you may give yourself to fasting and praying. Unless you fasting and praying, don't hold yourself out and come together again. Soon you get done, come together again. Because guess what? That Satan tempt you not for your intention. Because guess what? You'll go out there and have sex with another woman. You keep women keep giving your husband all the sex you want before you get married. When you get married, he gone. He go find another woman. Proverbs, and I know a lot of you Christian women, they'll say, we're not in the Old Testament, but you always quote Proverbs and Psalms. Let their fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of their youth. Let your fountain be blessed. How that flow of water flow. Let it be blessed. Let your life be blessed. Your fountain is your body. Let it be blessed. With the wife of your youth. Most of you're supposed to marry a young woman. A woman should be getting married before she get 30. When she 18, all the way to about 25, she should already be married. That's what God said. A wife for you. That's why Kevin Samuel's always telling you 25, you start getting cut off. Like they say, when you're 20, you and the man, the woman got more value than the man. When you're 25, and he 25, the woman got more value than the man. But when she get 30, the man got more value than the woman. When they get 45, the man got more value than the woman. When they get 55, the man got more value than the woman. And keep going and going and going. Because guess what? A woman can't have no baby. A man have babies up to he 100-something years old till he die. But they won't tell you that. Why you keep thinking they putting in these men on high blood pressure when they don't have high blood pressure? They do it to us because they know that our power is when we can reproduce. So if I give you high blood pressure, you can't reproduce because you can't get hard. So that's why you got to change your diet. It's all work together. So if you don't change your diet, you won't see it. You just see crazy stuff. This is very important. I know I ain't gonna get it to people. At least I'm listening to it myself. I know what to do. Let her be as the love. Let her be as the loving hen in pleasant doe. You know, a pleasant roe. You know, that's like a deer. Let her be as a loving hen in a pleasant doe. You see those little doe running around in the forest? They just love it. That's how loving she should be. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Overpower your husband with love. Look good. Keep your body in shape. Keep your breasts up. That means when you say your breast should be up, sit your breasts up. Take care of your body. Exercise yourself. That's what Kevin Solomon keeps saying. A man choose a woman that is fit. We're going to sleep with you, but we want you fit. You could be, my opinion, I haven't found it in the scripture yet, but it says fit. But your fit can be, don't have all this belly. You can have a hips and butt and everything else because God made everybody different. You can't be obese with it where your whole body's evenly fat and your stomach hanging over. You can be a woman that got a nice shape with a flat stomach and her breast sitting up, looking good. You can't have to be obese and your back of your arm hanging way out here. That's not attractive, man. It might look good because he gonna hit it. But people, please learn this Bible. Providing this for a man. Exodus 21:10. If he take him a listen. What's that thing? What I want to do? This is an eye-opening. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty to marry shall not be diminished. A man can have more than one wife. That's what Kevin Solomon trying to tell you. If you're that 1% man, but you got to be that 1% man can afford to have more than one wife. That's why they always have an agreement. I'm gonna read that to you in the Bible. It's a contract. That's why you see a man. You ain't never seen a man as long as you've been old have one family. When I was coming up, my granddaddy had several families, and the other women knew about each other. They would stay down the street from each other, and guess what? The kids would come play with each other because they knew what it was. See, they didn't know they were living by the Bible, but it's in the Bible. A man that can afford to have more than one wife, he can't have more than one wife. Not a man that cannot have more than one wife cannot afford more than one wife. If you can't afford, you can't have one. Plain and simple. But God said if a man take on another wife, she should have the same thing as the first wife. That's why you see most millionaires have 2 or 3 wives, and they got the same thing as the other wife, the original wife has, the first wife. As a matter of fact, even the second and third wife help the man make sure the first wife is all together because they know that he will have, if she the first wife happy, the second wife gonna be happy. The second wife know if she happy, the third wife will be happy. All the scriptures. And you always quote the Old Testament when you want to sing songs and proverbs. You love that. So you better listen to it now for real. 1 Timothy 5:8. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. If you got another wife and you don't take care of your first family, you worse than an infidel. You got to go up to the other scripture and read it. Exodus 21:10. That's why it's called precept on precept, line upon line. Because guess what? If you can't take care of your own house, you can't afford to have another family, man. So get your butt out of there. You can't afford to take care of both of them, leave them alone. Tobit, which is in the Apocrypha. And he said to his daughter, honor their father and their mother-in-law. That's why you got a lot of people can't get along together. They marry and can't get along with the father or the mother-in-law. Which are now thy parents, that I may hear a good report of thee. This man, Tobit, is talking to his son. He said, honor your father-in-law and your mother-in-law so I can get a good report. And he kissed her. And he kissed her. He kissed the daughter. Edom also said to Tobit, the Lord of heaven restore thee, my dear brother, and grant thee that I may see thy children or my daughter Sarah before I die. Go out there and have some babies, multiply. When you marry my daughter, go ahead and hope that God bless me or I'll be able to live for you to have some baby. You got these women wait till they 35 and 40 years to have babies, and a lot of babies die because of complications, because God never meant for you to be that old to be having babies. Of course, you have 1 or 2 that do, and you got the old people telling you wait to have a baby. God saying have your baby early. That I may rejoice before the Lord. Behold, I commit my daughter unto thee, a special trust, whereof do not entreat her evil. I give you my daughter. Please love my daughter, and I trust you into her. Please do not treat my daughter evil. This is a mother-in-law telling Tobit about how to treat his daughter, her daughter. Yahweh, I want to thank you for this word. I really do love my people. That's a cheer for you because I love you. I want you to know that this Bible is for you. We have to get it under control. This Bible is for us. And these laws fit us. But our women and our men do not want to abide by the law. They want to live on their own accords. They want to live that Christianity life, which is not good for us. I love you. I do this all out of love. I want to show you that I love you. Y'all are awesome to me. Here you go. Here you go.
Awesome. Awesome.
Y'all are very awesome to me. This is an awesome message. I wish y'all take it and listen to it. People, everything ain't gonna be short. We must learn to listen to the word of God. This is a message that we need right now in this day and time. My next message is gonna be on the children raising, how we raise our children. I have went through this thing and gave us how to eat, how we sex, and how we supposed to do. And now the next one will be on our children, how to raise our children, which we really need that now. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. I love you. Shalom, I love you. I love you, my people. And I do this out of love. I just want to thank you. And I love you. 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 Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.